everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Danielle with Cookies and Bacon, and today I'm going to be showing you 4 new Crockpot recipes. These are going to be simple, fast, easy, dump and go recipes. I hope that you enjoy them. If you do, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and go ahead and grab your Crockpot and let's get started. To start us off, we're going to be making this roast and potatoes. So depending on how many people in your family, depends on how much potatoes you need. I have 6 people in my family, so I used about 4 potatoes. Now you'll need this slow cooker packet, and I put in 1 cup of water and I stir it up until it's well combined. And then you're going to set it off to the side, and then we're going to put our roast into the crock pot. You can use whatever type of meat you want. I use this chuck roast. I think chuck roast is like the best type of meat for just a traditional roast in the crock pot. And I'm just going to put my potatoes in the crock pot along with some onions. I diced up about half an onion here, and then I maybe did about 2 stalks of celery and put that on top. I'm not going to eat the celery, but it adds tremendous flavor. I definitely recommend adding in the celery. And then I forgot to put in potatoes, carrots. I usually always have carrots, and I did not put any in there. It made me so sad when I realized when I opened the crock pot that I totally forgot to put in the carrots. But you could put in a bunch of carrots, and it's so delicious. And then you're going to put in that seasoning packet with the water, and then I probably put in another half a cup to a cup of broth. A beef broth is preferred. And then you're going to cook that on high for exactly 5.5 hours, and your roast will be very, very tender. All your potatoes and carrots will be tender, and it is delicious. I put mine with some green beans, and I think the kids had some rolls with it. And this is just a really good Sunday afternoon, something you can eat after church. It's perfect. We love having this on Sundays. Next, we're going to be doing meatball subs. This is actually super simple. You're going to need 2 of these jars of marinara pasta sauce. I mean, what is the difference between marinara and pasta sauce? I really don't know. It kind of seems the same to me. And then I just put in this bag of Italian meatballs. I put in a little bit more from this other bag, so I don't know, maybe closer to 30 ounces of meatballs is what I use for my family of 6. We had tons left over, so it's definitely however much you want to use for your family to feed your family. But I put the sauce on the bottom and then the meatballs, and then I'm going to put the other jar of marinara sauce on top. And just going to put in some Parmesan. I put in about 1/4 a cup of Parmesan, or you can use like an Italian blend. And then you're going to put in about another 1/2 cup of mozzarella, 1/2 cup to a cup of mozzarella. And then you are going to put the lid on, and you're going to cook this on low for about, 5 to 6 hours, just until it's done. You can put this on high for probably 2 hours and it'd be fine. But this is what it looked like when it was ready. And then I just kind of stirred it to get the cheese well combined. And then once it was well stirred through, I went ahead and put this like on a hoagie bun, or you could use like a Kaiser bun, anything, that would be good for subs. And then I put some more mozzarella cheese on top of that. And I served this with some fries, and it was delicious. My kids really loved it. And I haven't made meatball subs for them ever. And they really enjoyed it. Every single one of my kids did, which is a miracle in and of itself. Next, we're going to be making crack chicken. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but it is delicious. It has bacon in it, so of course it's going to be super good. I did go ahead and grease this. I don't want a huge mess after it's done cooking. And then I put in about 3 to 4 chicken breasts in with 1 packet or 1 ounce of this dry ranch seasoning. And then I'm going to put in 1 block of cream cheese, 8 ounces of cream cheese on top of that. And I'm going to let that cook on low for about 6 to 7 hours. And then about an hour before it's ready, I'm going to start my bacon. I used a whole pack of bacon. You definitely don't have to. We didn't use all of it for this recipe, but you definitely can. I mean, you can never put too much bacon in a dish. And I had to use some of it for snacks, apparently, for my kids and husband. And yes, a little snack for me as well. I don't think I can make a pack of bacon without eating some of it myself. I just literally don't think it's possible. So I'm just going to chop these up, make sure it's in little pieces. You don't have to do this. You can buy the packet of pre-cooked bacon and it's fine. It's going to taste the same. I definitely do prefer, regular cooked bacon. I don't prefer the packets one. So if you have the time, I definitely suggest making it yourself. But once everything was done cooked through, I went ahead and shredded it, just kind of mixed it all together. It was very easy to shred, and it just came apart so easily. And then the chicken was very, very tender, and I just thought it was so, so delicious. So I went ahead and mixed that in with the cream cheese, and so it has cream cheese, ranch, and chicken, 3 ingredients, and then we're just gonna add some bacon to it as well. It calls for about half a cup of bacon, half a cup to 3/4 a cup. So you would probably need about 6 to 7 slices of bacon if you didn't want to use the whole pack. And I just kind of stir that in with my chicken mixture. And then I'm going to put this like on a hamburger bun, and I'm going to put some cheese on top. And my kids loved this meal so much. I didn't think that they would like it so much, but they did. Well, my son, he loves anything with bacon. If you put bacon in a meal, he will absolutely devour it. So it's always a winner when I can get all 6 members of my family to agree and to like one single meal. So this is all that I had left after it was done cooking. I did pair this with some soup, so I had soup and sandwiches, and it was perfect. Next is going to be some chicken pot pie. So I'm going to dice up my 1 onion and 3 potatoes. And after I have greased my crock pot, I'm going to put my chicken breast at the very bottom, and then I'm going to top that with my potato and onion mixture. I did put in about 3 chicken breasts at the very bottom here, about 2 pounds worth, and then I put in my potatoes and onions, and I am going to start making my soup mixture after I put this in. Now in a medium bowl, I'm just going to mix up 1 cup of chicken broth. I do like make my own from a bouillon cube, so just in case you're wondering why I'm stirring that. And then I'm going to put in 1 can of cream of chicken soup and 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. I'm also going to put in 1 tablespoon of parsley and then some salt and pepper. And then I'm going to go ahead and give that a stir once everything is well combined. For the salt and pepper, I put in about 1 teaspoon each. So 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper. And then I'm just going to whisk it. And then I'm going to put that on top of my soup mixture. And then I'm going to let that go in the crock pot. I'm going to let it cook for about 6 hours on low.
Okay, so now it's been cooking for about 5 hours. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in my mixed vegetables. So here are my vegetables. I'm just going to stir that in, and it's going to cook for another hour. And then I'm going to shred my chicken, and it is good to go. I did pair this with some biscuits. I think that just adds so much goodness to it. I do kind of like tear it apart like this and put it on top in bite-sized pieces, and it is so good.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I have tons of other crock-pot recipes just like this. I'll link it in my description. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, if you consider subscribing on your way out, that would be awesome. And I hope that you have a blessed day. Thanks so much.